What's the best way to tell someone that their baby is ugly? Hey, your baby is ugly. Lol, when I got cancer I learned pretty quick not to wear red or navy pajamas because people started calling me MR. To be fair, my cancer is most common in teenage boys, and I look a lot like my dad, but some pink pajamas and some designer bedding did the trick. Testicular cancer. When my little sister was a baby, she had quite an ugly face. My grandparents thought as much, so instead of calling her a pretty baby or a cute baby, they called her a nice baby because apparently she smiled a lot. Moral of the story: whenever you see an ugly baby, but you don't want to make the parents feel too bad about it, call it a nice baby. I like to use precious. It's the perfect descriptor. Makes mom and dad feel good without any awkwardness. Oh, that's such a cute outfit. Add more delay depending on the ugliness of the baby. Visits baby, texts next day saying outfit. Do people with ugly babies know their baby is ugly? During the moment, they're the cutest thing to you. And then you wait a few months and view old photos. My daughter looked like a burnt gremlin. I used to call my son Gollum and murmur in a deep creepy voice, "My precious," so sometimes yes. Edit. Gold and silver? Thank you, kind strangers. TBH, for me it's a no. Mine was a premature 2 kilograms baby with tiny limbs and I thought she was the cutest thing ever. When I showed her pictures to other people, all I got were awkward or worse. Now that she had gained some weight and actually started to look kinda cute, I sometimes look back at old photos and can't believe I thought she was cute back then. I mean, she looked like a wrinkly monkey. It's weird. You know they're ugly but you just love them and think they're cute. Mine looks like my dad, and my dad looks like a bulldog. He looks like K-Lao. Calm down, Satan. Wow, easy there. Jesus. This one is freaking dark and disgusting. Your offspring is off-putting. The kids aren't alright. When we were young the future was so bright. Wanna hold it? No thanks. I normally don't want to hold babies no matter what they look like. A majority of them only have a diaper, they make weird noises, throw up, and I don't want to end up dropping it. Edit. I just woke up to 71 replies. Guess I have to read all these now. Your child looks like a piece of ham, Edith. My stepmom once went to see a friend's baby in the hospital and told the parents it was the ugliest baby she's ever seen. My grandmother told my sister, "Oh, don't worry. The ugly babies always turn into pretty adults." My sister was shocked because she thought her baby was beautiful. Good thing love is blind, because 21 years later, my niece still looks like a potato. Okay, well, I don't see how this is a good idea. But damn, she's lucky. Put it back in. It's not done yet. Apparently my mother said that after giving birth after almost 20 HXD. Gordon Ramsay voice. It's freaking raw. Come on, guys. After taking a look at the baby, ask the parents if they are related. When my child was an infant, we were having dinner at a pizza place and he was in his baby seat. The server eventually took notice and said, "AWW, he looks just like you. Is he yours?" I replied, "No. I thought he looked like me too, so I took him." She didn't make much conversation after that. Damn, fetal alcohol syndrome is no joke. Perfect answer. But at the hospital in which I work, we had an actual code pink last year. Some crazy chick walked up to a lady who was waiting for her appointment grabbed the lady's baby, car seat and all, and just took off. Luckily, we all know what to do, so in seconds every door was locked down, every fire door was swung shut, and every exit route, stairwells, outside doors, etc. were manned by staff. We also call the code over the entire hospital clinic overhead paging system. The kidnapper was caught trying to leave by the main front doors in the big front lobby. So yeah, people like that do exist. You walked perfectly on the line between dad jokes and dark jokes. You were ready. The kidnapper? She was apprehended by security and the police were called. There happens to be a small police substation about 5 blocks away, and the woman was arrested. I mean, someone like that is obviously mentally ill. It's not normal to want to steal a baby, especially from a crowded medical facility. So I'm sure she went to prison, but I also hope she gets the help she needs. Deleted. My oldest came out looking like a walnut. We have a photo of my son at 1 month old wearing fancy clothes, and I swear he is a dead ringer for a sketchy used car salesman. Or they look just like you. This happens quite a bit. I've seen it in real life. The people don't understand and take it as a compliment, which is kinda the point, I guess. My brother-in-law was really cute about not wanting his baby to be ugly. The baby came out with this gigantic megamind head, and after looking at him he was so relieved that he wasn't ugly. The baby boy also looked just like his dad. The baby is breathtaking. She looks like Lyndon Johnson. Yeah, got to see the baby. I always think babies look like aliens or old men. Don't you agree? I can't tell babies apart until they're like toddlers. Unless they have like dark hair or a different race altogether, I just don't see differences. Dot. Oh, he has his mom's nose. And his dad's eyes. Dot. Okay, well, sure. Looks like a baby nose to me. I have a 4-month-old and my parents and in-laws will always claim he has his daddy's this or his mommy's this. I honestly think he looks like most 4-month-olds with the exception of his mad scientist hair. I'm glad I'm not the only one who can't see features of parents in babies. Yay, it up. Definitely looks like it's at least one of yours. Look. Come back when it's an adult and I'll tell which one of you it looks like. Until then I don't want to acknowledge it. Unfortunately you can't have a Wallace Shawn baby. They are inconceivable. My grandma used to just say, now that's a baby. What a baby said by a philosopher whose name I cannot recall. I say, oh my goodness, just look at that little baby. And then everyone's happy because of the way I said it, and no one, hopefully, suspects that I phrased it that way because their baby looks like an angry red gremlin that got a cartoon anvil dropped on its head. A lot. Scratch it behind its ear and say, where'd you find it? What breed is it? When they intro you to said baby you say with a really sincere grin, what a shame. Parents, what do you mean? Antisocial mackerel, he almost had a full set of chromosomes. It's almost like you know me. Simon, is that you? What's that baby's alibi? What? Their alibi. What is it? She doesn't have an alibi. Exactly. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. Yay yay, you ugly. A woman got on a bus holding a baby. The bus driver said, that's the ugliest baby I've ever seen. In a huff, the woman slammed her fare into the fare box and took an aisle seat near the rear of the bus. The man seated next to her sensed that she was agitated and asked her what was wrong. The bus driver insulted me, she fumed. The man sympathized and said why, he is a public servant and shouldn't say things to insult passengers. You're right, she said. I think I'll go back up there and give him a piece of my mind. That's a good idea, the man said. Here, let me hold your monkey. I was hoping I'd find this comment here. The first time I read it was when I googled the funniest joke in the world, and this was number 1. Just remind them that all babies are ugly, and that theirs isn't special in that regard. Your baby is ugly and not special at all, exactly what every new parent wants to hear. Needs to hear. You hit him with the oof. Or the even more telling big oof. Just don't compliment their baby when you meet them. I feel like the natural reaction when you see a baby is telling their parents how cute or adorable they look. Just look at that fricker with a straight face and then talk to the parents like it doesn't exist. I did this recently to the parents of a not cute newborn, kinda without meaning to. I was like, oh, it's baby's name. Usually I say something to parents about their kid being cute, adorable, but this one was not, and I think I couldn't bring myself to act like she was. That said, it's not the baby's fault, and likely she'll be cuter later. I felt a little bit bad about it. I worked as a receptionist for a pediatric clinic and sidestepping the "so cute" gushing became necessary pretty quickly. Alternatives to saying the baby is beautiful, what a happy baby. She's so alert. I'll bet she's very smart. What a cute sweater jacket hat. Oh, he's looking around for you. He really loves his mommy. If the kid's siblings are there, you can ask them how they like being a big brother, big sister, which not only keeps them from being ignored, it shows you recognize there's a baby but you don't look rude for not talking directly about it. Or your baby has the perfect face for radio. This made me lol. I'm pretty sure you just don't. I've told this story on Reddit before, but long ago, before I was even born, my parents went to my dad's company Christmas party together. He had a relatively new co-worker who was also a new father. Guy comes up to my dad with his baby, and my dad lovingly admires the baby and says what a fine, healthy child it is. Congratulations. New dad walks off to show his baby to someone else, and my dad promptly turns to the woman standing next to him and says, well, if that wasn't the ugliest baby I've ever seen. And it was the co-worker's wife, baby's mama. She started crying and everyone in the office heard about my dad insulting her child. Co-worker wasn't even mad, he said knew his kid was ugly but his wife didn't think so. Lol. My mom told that story every year with the lesson of know who you're talking to and don't insult babies. The phrase strong features. Oh well, better luck next time I guess edit, holy damn. A silver and a gold. Thanks for rewarding me for making fun of ugly babies. Looks at parents, maybe you guys could contribute an equal number of chromosomes next time. My mommy told me the mailman delivered my extra chromosome in a special package. Play them the song, Ugly Baby, https://www. YouTube.com watch. V equals KA0QVWE by Stephen Lynch. Your baby is totally wacko. First thing that popped in my head was Jesse from Breaking Bad saying this, haha. That's an adorable little homunculi. Yo. Bless its heart. Yo, it's a baby and if it's the firstborn, well, he or she looks like the first pancake of the bunch. Throw an old Chinese insult and say I'm sure they'll have beautiful handwriting. Must have been a traumatic birthing. Or he looks exactly like Alfred Hitchmeat Stick. When they pass you the baby, you chuck it in the bin and say fixed your problem. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia theme song. You don't. Most babies' toddlers go through a phase of being hideous, and the time they spend in this phase varies wildly. Sometimes they're really unfortunate and stay ugly. I think once they hit 4 or 5 and they're still ugly, then it's game over for them. And X200B had a co-worker with a baby that looked like a squashed banana crossed with a melted doll. She's 6 and now has Steve Buscemi eyes and angry eyebrows. Super unfortunate, as mum has soft features, smile lines, kind eyes and soft floating curly hair. She has this angry Shrek looking thing. Thank you for your support for the plastic surgery industry. Thanks for watching. I publish new videos every day. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe.